it doesn't come to account to Ghanaians. It will indict on NPP to give NPP a very bad picture. Ken must come and face the law. Life is better in Ghana than where he is now. So I don't see why he doesn't want to come. But the Amihono said he will fall sick in prison.
Ghana prison.
Adochi prison. Casted the neighbor. And in a very critical condition I'm talking about. Where they have put oxygen on him and all that. And C0ma, it doesn't come early by June. Don't show you any help. Every minister of state is accountable to Ghana. The way things are going, there's a possibility say by deporting about Ghana, saying the trial can continue. I am not very impressed with OSP. This thing delayed too much. There could have been other means to, extradite him back to Ghana. Saying he should do anything possible to make sure that we are bringing him back for him to account the people of Ghana. We need to be hard and firm on politicians. Otherwise, the baby will sit. Let's punish politicians that steal our money. I see America as a state that when they want something, they will break the law to get it.
Okay.
But they don't give it to you. Well, they will not allow you to break the laws. It creates a lot of anarchy. The Americans are they are bullies.
I was saying more about a debate too much GH and then Saka Prophet Sakwaman say our Mechewa higher babdi and na near every baba our my gun and Sabi the Ghana for the donor and I won't more argument Ayomokesin and say Ura Ken of Furiata Woba and I said Woma. Extradition akwakusi saying ebeni abenya na attorney general eba na obey press conference ye hu demonstrations are ekoso ya ye kyerese owura Ken Oforiata ye hia no e wo man Ghana mu ebi kyerese se ye hia se Ken Oforiata beba de a ene demonstrations ne kasa ho no se ye ntwaso a eno kra beboa Ken Oforiata amana ka mo no se ne be ye na wontumi emepim wo man Ghana kra biso betumi aka se ne Ghana ha no oba a se amanyosem no ye betata no ne life no e in danger e wo man Ghana mu tanya de se obeba wenum ne ensem e ka ho na no ya parliament assign a resume certain na a minority leader Ura Markets one also akasa na waka ade atre NDC for say sabre o maba de wo mba na hudi se o mo hwanom de bill bi aba almost emergency bill bi na yen sign na ya san say de bi sabre de enya ade se wo mba sign sa bill no kra bium na wo de bill bi abeto ho a wo mba make sure say o mu swade na so mba tre NDC for say se ba na say yen tena senwene na yen susu bibi hu ne afifi bibi hu hwemu ye ansa na ya san a wo NPP for no wo omunim dipa e wo sansem no mu nyina e de ensem abusa yesin kunya ba bedi hu nkomo me se obre no ye be kodi for ho ne akwakoma na kwa aba na mesre sabra ye koi wo be mi subscribe to no so de acheme ya no wakai se wo de be o ne be ka ho sa no upload ne to for the first person ya ho sa ebidika na kamo e na mo di fa kwa aba na fi ye hye nkomo na se Very more kwaba.
Yeah, now I want to say.
I'm not doing better now, so.
Happy New Year. So.
Thank you. Yeah, so you be able to call Now the young shy didn't and some so the dona na young for Ken Oforiata the year franchise. Ken Oforiata call a hiano, wobeba, woma, a extradition, oh, woman, your margin so bidding us some, you bit me the assembly in essentials, so won't have cry. You bit me the assembly in your results because a be pay. Any idea, I dear bet you, dear Besson, Attorney General, so my feedback or your press conferences. Your one, a bit to just say, Yachi Ken Oforiata, America. Ye did tell when ye read the say, a smart move behind this phone, a day extradition of the no abba. Besine, Ken Oforiata, my sabre, no. Ya said to Edia Shada America. That the members are so Ken Oforiata and says, Semi ya bisi sabre ya, o me pay more my Ghana, that's what we want so you didn't ask me. Say no one some Lucifer.
Well, I think, sir, once you serve in government, first of all, me chair me for you now. But once you serve in government, it's the onus lies on you to be accountable. Now, if you go back, for the days of Ken Oforiata, say a lot of things are happening. The banking crisis now, and yes, a lot of people have lost their jobs. I mean, the other day I was listening to Mr. Mabing of how his company was collapsed and he was taken to court and he didn't even have a court date. I listened to it on Ben Avlet's program. I mean, a lot of things really happen around that time, and a lot of money have lost. Monies have been transferred to people that we don't know about, some billions of dollars. So it is important that when you serve in the capacity as a minister of state or any government appointee, they say we are accountable. And for me, he should have come for him to be interrogated, and the other issues of fair trial, now the idea for come and say, fair trial is very important, and he wants to be assured that he's going to go through a fair trial. But Nyamana Kosono, if it doesn't come to account to Ghanaians, it will indict on NPP to give NPP a very bad picture.
Okay.
And this is partisan politics, it will give NPP a very bad image. And to me, Phil said, Umbra, he should come and answer to the questions that are being posed to him. And then we will take it from there. If we believe in the court system, that's why the court system should always be fair.
Okay.
Nobody should be afraid to come and become accountable, for what he has done. I mean, for all these years that he was in power, even his own people in NPP were not happy with him and they asked him to resign, at that time, before the Adams guy came in. And for me, it is important that he comes to become accountable. Otherwise, we set the wrong precedents. I know Ghana.
Okay.
Once we fight corruption, we are on the pathway to developing at a very faster rate. Corruption here, it cannot be. Look at the way during his tenure, our rating went. Junk status.
Okay.
What I said. Until I back interrogating and also accountable to Ghanaians. Every minister of state is accountable to Ghana. And they say to the people, for me, I don't know what he's doing there. And I'm looking forward to when he'll be deported back to Ghana. I feel, the way things are going, there's a possibility, by deporting him back to Ghana, the trial can continue. Because once you become a minister of state, remember, you'll be accountable for what you did.
Apostle, when Mr. said, Ususu said a day now. Ebema obi te second Ofori ya wabeye finance minister ewo man Ghana position nye position ketwa na abanya sesa na okono okokra abanya waba so fufuri se okwa akohwe ne ho yare na waba wa yare nti na oko na ebra ko hia se yebi hia no se omra na wo meyi ensem bia no se ne wo ka wo be account for the office na wo no na ompese wo beba eyesuro bi eyehu woba abai ne betete ne kwan bi so nuti na wonti ma na de pote enesi ne kwan ti wonti.
You see, a lot of our standings I will share at the end on the Nyamba wire because he took a lot of loans. This government came to power, there has never been any loan. No loan has been taken. And his company benefited from the loans. It was a kind of a family and friends thing.
Okay.
So he himself seeing the things that has happened in the commentaries that are going, the political commentaries now, I think it's putting a lot of fear in him. Clearly, some of the people who were supposed to be jailed, around that time, NDC time, NPP time, someone like Atta who is doing very well. What if Ofori had instigated the process and the court system was not fair enough to have jailed Atta?
Okay.
We wouldn't come here to say Atta is forcing. What you're saying. And for me, a lot of things that are happening is forming him and give him an indication, say, listen, these are the things that people are complaining about. You've done this, you've done that. It's not making him very comfortable to come back. What I say, because people were even, insinuating, say he instigated the government to actually jail Atta by force. And if people want to pay back, if it's paid back time, and it will create a certain impression. And all these things are worrying him, and he doesn't want to come back. But I am not very impressed with OSP. This thing delayed too much. There could have been other means to, extradite him back to Ghana. We could have done it. Because this Attorney General just came in. Do you understand? So we should do anything possible to make sure that we are bringing him back for him to account the people of Ghana.
Okay.
I feel the commentaries going on is not favoring him. So maybe that's the fear. But we need to go ahead and make sure we prosecute wrong. And to me, that's Ghana there to me.
Daddy, whereby Abraya Che Abutrika na Attorney General no a press conference on Abutrika no near Waka yen say in Kanayamwa and Kawonoa Che Abutrika ya wode nebema America free. Na America for so the Uraken of Furata Ediaba. Na or show Uraken of Furata say oba or ye safe. Obe making sure say yen fa yen sanke kano yen tete no yen ha no o kwan bia so sa assurance we nyina akọ but still my is it say
I think we checked the facts very well. I think that ICE is, I mean, he's gone to court, he's got a lawyer, and so that's what is. Me, I knew at the point in time that process will continue. You go to court, and that will delay the process. But we also, government of Ghana should also represent very strongly and argue our case well. Yeah, now the picketing they did at the Ghana embassy was good. I mean, they knew it, but that's a small signal, it's a small warning. And I saw somebody who was wearing an NPP flag, and that was a very good cover up for NPP to say that indeed Ken is disgracing the party. He thinks he should come back for him to come and become answerable to the people.
Okay.
The Americans, what I said. So all said and done, I think that it will be better for him to come back to Ghana.
Okay.
Because when he comes back to Ghana, a lot of the anger will go. And I saw this guy from Ginian Bank, and who says that his family is going through. Some people have lost loved ones. Some people's lives have become very, bad. And so it has a way of healing the pain that people have gone through. I pray that the court system will work. I mean, indeed, Attorney General also spoke and said that, give him that assurance, but he's seeing it from a certain political eye. Because political eye, they are better in but yeah, what I say, he sees, he's reading a lot of politics into what we are saying. What I said, some people say that, well, when it comes, he'll be caught, but I mean, he's giving the assurance. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I want to encourage Ken to come. Otherwise, he can't stay there forever.
Daddy, be more to say, I say, NDC abenyi, omunyina munmom ho se amanyofo no odim se odachi bia me fi so. Inta asem no won hye da enka. Obere no fi se ya no wafiri so se ne wo kine bi no se wo mo nso abamu nipa bi bibi koto fom na kububo no a na aban foforo ba womo nso hu se no mbe kanse because ye de ba ye no womo amfa na ntum because se womo aye mo adwene se womo bedi owura kinofurata asem ya anka Ghana fo bi hye se we no a simple case kinofurata ye hia ne presence o my Ghana mu ansa na ye de asem no womo ka no ho ye de charges abo mo nyina including kinofurata enti beti de asem na court ni a start de asem no wabra onni ha because ebia pen ama I think some maslock who says some say no so ye di asem na penimuni ni ha ye di wie bua ne say debi obedu Ghana bia no wodi for ye de ne bekwa akotum
what should happen is that evidence should be proven that the person is not well, cannot do the flight. I mean, you need complete evidence. Senior brother who say we know he can't come, his health is failing him, but Ken is walking around in the US, he's very healthy. They see him in restaurants, he's eating. That the idea. The issue of I'm not well, I'm here, I can't come because I have to see my doctor is way, it's no more the situation. And so, and for most political cases in Ghana, I'll give you an example of Tachu Chikata.
Okay.
Tachu was caught in church and was brought and he was put behind bars and he almost died. What did they can I say? These are political cases that happened many years ago. It doesn't matter what it is. Once you can come, I mean, the responsibility is for you to come and appear in court for us to do the case. Otherwise, people, I mean, for other cases, those who have stolen goat, are you going to say that you can handle the cases on phone? It is bad precedence. The American is what I said. And Ken must come and face the law. And people must be accountable for every action that they have committed. So, the other people who even died in prison, C0ma, party the make say. And NPP also have done what they have done. It's a time for NDC, for them to make sure that the law, people are accountable for, for what they did in government, when they were in government. So, for me, the staying in America cannot help. Whatever strength they can pull, any law they have to apply, any means they have to do. Ken must come to Ghana and he must become accountable to the people. And to me, yes, otherwise, what precedent are we setting?
Okay.
Supposing politicians are not becoming accountable, what happens to us? That's a question.
Okay.
That's why we are accountable. And that's my opinion.
Sabi demonstrations are hot or air coso, none ye because so editia Ura Ken say OSP ni Attorney General no one the Quabi on the first one the Beba Ghana no one more Fanimra. Already no or opposition party member. Now by free son by for flabby. sa demonstration ya ekoso eno emboa ken case no Emma no enkama no ne kra betimi aka se ne minko siki political asylum se me ba political witch hunting bi be koso a ase me life will be in danger so be share that the power no ata me bi ye hwe demonstration ye koso ya eno be boa ne case ne more ama naka hwana.
Oh no, yes, no option, and I think that it depends on the communication that goes on between Attorney General, the OSP, and then the representatives of the people, the ICE, the immigration department from the US. From what I hear, from every indication, he has flouted the law, the immigration laws of the US. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see. The demonstrations are necessary. I mean, there are pressure groups that put demonstration, do things like that to put pressure on government and key figures in area resource when it comes to some of these difficult issues. So I think demonstrations are very good, and Ken should know better. He's a strong person. And the other interview that C0ma here had with what's it called? His brother Gabi Ochidako.
Yeah.
Gabi actually said that he was, evasive when the questions were being asked. But later he said Ken is strong enough to be able to handle this problem. So if he's strong enough to handle the problem, I think that he can be strong enough to come and face the law. Because you can't run away from law. I saw that interview also on GH1. The American say what you say. And she said, looking at the way forward, he has to come. I mean, he can't live in the US. But yes, where we are now, he's in custody. Custody, don't forget. He's not at home. Can he stay in custody for a long time? How long can he stay? The case will be in court. And this time the eyes are very hard. Somebody was even shot at Minnesota, the other day, and the aggression with which they work is inhuman, dehumanizing. So I don't think that he's comfortable in it's like being in jail in Ghana now. So let me say this. Ken actually is like he's in prison in the US. He's not living the comfortable life that he wants to live. Would he prefer to stay in custody for how long? I think he better come to Ghana. The worst case, the case will last for some time, and you have, even when the bail, you have difficulty with bail. He has a lot of properties. He can get bail and come back home, and it's better. His life is better in Ghana than where he is now. So I don't see why he doesn't want to come, because he's still in custody.
Okay.
You understand? But let me shift into another dimension.
Okay.
So the other day I was looking at the realm of the spirit to find out what was going to happen, and I saw that Ken was going to fall sick in prison. If he doesn't take care, the sickness will come, and that will prolong things instead. Do you understand? Because his health will not be able to survive the situation. He will fall sick in prison. That's what I saw. That's not beside politics. I'm talking about the spiritual.
Okay.
The American say what I see. But the American say he will fall sick in
prison.
Ghana prison. Agochi prison. Custody never. Yarebi Abebono no. So
okay, we just saying who is spiritually.
I'm talking about spiritual.
Okay, because the reports about what just saying health needy. Oh, you're very good.
And the health never feeling.
Okay.
So when we are health never feeling. If I was him, I would just make sure. And to stay there for a long time, his health will fail. And the Lord showed me in the spiritual realm. I don't know, you're very complicated. So people around him should tell him. So that in order for his health not to fail, he should come back to Ghana. Because that one, you can get a little respite. The case will last for a while.
Okay.
If there's any jailing to be done, at least you have. But this one, your health fails. And in a very critical condition I'm talking about, where they have put oxygen on him and all that.
Okay.
So there's a dangerous situation of a health failure on the part of come. That's a spiritual dimension I'm coming from. The American Sawati. The health we're feeling. Any easy crowd. To the point said they have to put oxygen on him. It will be very terminal.
Okay.
And C0ma, it doesn't come early by June. Don't show you any health feeling. By June.
Into Tunufua.
I think he should come. It's good for him, good for the party, good for his family, and everything is better. But the health in there, whoever realms who said the health never feeling.
Okay. Apostle Wokasa kwa wo bill so say be a bill conditions ni ade na ye a year aban sesa na aban ebebia na ye wuni ye just started to change for NDC abamba omo cheche nkrofo NDC aba wo mo cheche nkrofo ebu o ha bill e di betu di panetiri so no na bill ne nkwan ama ne bill de na so bill conditions ne kwa no etimi keep ne pa no in custody by a week na wontimi meet bill conditions no ne e koso no ewo governance both NPP NDC any party bi obeba no ye be ka ne say eye accountability na wo mo ye de am man no ana say eye we will show you where the power lies in the name of justice.
I think that our laws are even soft on politicians. If you look at C0ma, C0ma was put in prison. Do you know that?
Okay.
C0ma was a president of, I mean, we have a lot of immunity against presidents, no idea. But in Ghana, if we are going to expose everything and say that whether you're a president or not, when you do the wrong thing, you should be accountable and you should go to court and be jailed when you do the wrong thing. In some parts of the world, it happens.
Okay.
So I think that we have had it very soft. Because corruption is the reason why people become poor in Africa. The prices of everything. What you're saying. So for me, it is very light. People should become more accountable. If there's anything we have to do to make people more accountable, what you're saying. Another African country can put a president behind bars. And we cannot do that. So our laws are very soft. So where the I say gymnastics visa.
Oh, okay.
And the law that the NPP propounded, and when they said that if you owe money, you account for the money and then pay part of it, or pay and then the sentence will be reduced or something. I don't know, but something like that. I'm only trying to paraphrase. That law that NPP did, I think, is softened everything. I soft. They make an answer what you say. And so I think that we need to be hard and firm on politicians. Otherwise, the baby will sit up. Go to the hospital.
Yeah, soft.
Yeah, too soft. Kolibu bed in the hole. There's no bed in Kolibu Anamiba. We are trying to, our roads are not good. People, life is not easy for people. People cannot afford 3 square miles, so 1 square mile.
Okay.
001 and 010. The American Sawatias. And it's not easy. Let's improve our conditions. If you go to town now, our transport system is suffering. It's because of the result of previous governments. And this one, you have a lot of problems to solve.
Okay.
The American Sawatias. Until whatever it is, let's punish politicians that steal our money. And let's increase the punishment to deter people from going to chop our money.
It be so saying I say political persecution bina.
It doesn't matter which one you call it. Another person comes. When NPP comes, it will also persecute.
Okay.
This will continue. I mean, what's a big deal? I don't have a problem with that. So long as people are made to become accountable, I don't care about political persecution. It doesn't really matter. I'm emotional about people, God's people, mothers, fathers, who can't afford, to go to hospital, who can't afford 3 square miles. Thank God said C0ma I better kakra and things are reduced. But people is still not reflecting. It will take a while for the prices to come down. They make an answer what you say. And so for me, if it will take persecution by both parties, it cancels each other. Who persecuted, no one persecuted, say it cancel.
Atta.
No. But because the politicians are one. The political class is one political class. It doesn't change.
So now what say politicians are one no, and no can who be and ama OSP any attorney general one more chin monase and what can sense because if it was one lawyer be scenario be on my say extradition crowd in kay simple cry say aban no fane ma no fane yetimi boni kay te say chicken of rat is o ye bonaba ye didn't be do more than any action need na magana
for Atta is a
extradition as ready.
For Atta is a knowledgeable person and he's a litigant. He understands. You don't know what learned people are dealing with issues.
Okay.
They know which strings to pull. Otherwise, you can't. It's not like a confused society. The law works in America. The law, even though we have all the challenges, there's a certain law that works in America.
Okay.
And people will try to test the law if they have the money. And he has a lot of money, so he can't test the law. And see, you can't just bring him if he hires a lawyer and, who has to interpret certain laws concerning what he's going through. It will delay the process.
Okay.
I knew he was going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, me can say what you say. So it's not easy. It's simple. I don't understand what lawyer said. What you me can say what you say.
Okay.
He's also making use of the law to delay the process. But that's why the government of Ghana must also go and do what they have to do to make sure that the case continues. That's it. We had a case against Ivory Coast when we had an equidistance problem with our territorial space for drilling oil. We had very good lawyers who went, into the scene and argued very well, and Ghana won the case.
Okay.
You understand? The Attorney General and its entire ministry, they drove it very well. We have very effective lawyers, a very effective team that can argue their cases out, whichever way, and look at the loopholes and make sure he comes. They should do it.
Boys be scammers. America buying show na ya chom yet no na no ye abutri ka de bae sisi a na yakwa akwache no na yetimi ede no am America for so abutri ka na mo hwehwe no wonu ne yache no adenti na ye de ndi akwa kodi ho na wo munim se papa yi Ghana buying hwehwe no wo ye minister former minister Ghana buying hwehwe no na wo mo nsa aka no mo se ne visa na I expire mo nyum ade e de ne sequence America for so ntimi fa ken ema.
America is sending to me. Look at what Trump is doing. Just goes to Venezuela, picks a president, brings him, takes him to another court, another country to try him. That alone is flawed. What I say, you can't try another person in another man's land. With which laws? America in itself can perform very illegal functions. What I say, he wants to go to Iceland to go and capture Iceland. For what reason? You understand? The UN does not allow that to happen, yet they will break the law. So I see America as a state that when they want something, they will break the law to get it.
Okay.
But they don't give it to you. Well, they will not allow you to break the laws. It creates a lot of anarchy. The Americans are what I say. They are bullies.
Okay. So you know
bullying everybody. These are it's a system of bullies. What has Saddam Hussein done for them to go there? What has Gaddafi done? What did he do that they went there to do what they did to him?
Okay.
They are bullies. They are international bullies, and that's what they have done over the years. So the illegality stems from America itself. They have what we call, I call them the illegal bullies.
Okay.
That's what I call them, illegal bullies. Yeah, whatever they are doing is it's an illegality. You can't. It's not within the framework of law for you to do what they are doing. The Americans are what they are saying, because the laws of the state of America is different from any other country's laws. On what basis did they go to do that? Do they go to do the things they want to go to do? What allows America to come to somebody's country to set up a military zone?
Okay.
What law? You are not America. Let me say this. Most American leadership are not law-abiding.
Okay.
Is it law-abiding?
Is it
law-abiding?
Okay, that and no crowd your foreign minister who could tabla kaka etrocrat from America mampini in the case of Venezuela president Okoche no Magana Jose Papa City break and talk when you talk.
There is a certain international the foreign dimension of some of these things are very complicated, and probably they consulted a lot before they did that.
Okay.
It's not just something they said, because the status of Ghana is very strong now. Don't forget, we have a slight alignment to Russia, a slight alignment to China as well.
Okay.
And America wants to win our favor.
Oh, okay.
At all costs. So when you see that, we are also trying to play the game of international language. The language. Oh no, it's all gymnastics. A lot of gymnastics, a lot of power play at work.
American require power play.
Let me say this. You see, we have to understand that Ghana is coming of age.
Okay.
That's why President Mama is playing his cards well. That's why he was able to give, he was able to donate to the Palestinians. remember that incident? And there's something about Israel that, a certain battle is going on back and forth between Ghana and Israel. For that, I'm not too happy about. But there's a lot of politics that goes on in that framework. Because the Prime Minister of Israel would always want to play on the Christians. And Ghana is a Christian nation. We are playing our cards very well. I don't want to go too much into detail.
Okay.
But maybe we have to consult the experts.
Okay.
When you talk to them, they will be able to tell you more. Okay. I don't want to assume I know.
Okay.
But I read meanings into some of these things after reading a lot about some of these things that goes on within the international framework.
Okay. Only for women, so that can say, "You're crying, pushing, say, and passing." Now, you didn't come on AC no. Parliament asking resume setting. Now, minority leader Ura Fenyo Alexander Markins every year press conference. And now, watch say majority for no one more abuse agent of emergency. And we are not to be by Parliament also already a emergency bill no mass sign was a baby. Sabro Massan baby. And ya dare say, to be better emergency no mass sign only beam. Now, make sure say, the bill be a bar. Bill nim a debate on the bill no to the last end answer and sign bill no mass sign. Some more only a majority they can have their way, but the minority will not give them the chance.
Okay. Also, my stand with Afenyo is always clear. Afenyo is a vocal person, but he lacks ability to research well to come out from things, and he doesn't understand the dynamics of where the politics of Ghana is getting to. Politics, I call it something Takashi politics cannot help. Politics of lies cannot help. People are becoming more discerning.
Okay.
It is the reason why NPP had 38%. People are more discerning. We've done this. We've changed government how many times? 4 different times.
Okay.
The Takashi approach of politics cannot really work anymore. And I was always advocating for somebody like C0ma to play a leading role. I was so disappointed, to see when he mentioned about the IMF. I said, well, maybe this guy is very discerning. Then he goes to mention something about IMF. And then we go to do a cross check and they realize that it is not a loss by a cost.
Okay.
And he didn't do your research well. Can't NPP have a research department? Yes, an internal research department.
NPP, political party,
yes. I don't know whether they have a research. What are they doing?
Okay.
There's no research. Anything they talk is empty. All the noise becomes empty. What Afenyo is saying, I don't get it. What are you going to scrutinize? You have to do press conference every time to come about scrutiny. It is a job to make the government accountable. So what are you saying?
And you're accountable, is almost some obey because I say, or so a man Parliament House now a rubber stamp Parliament.
You don't have to say it, do it.
Okay. Action.
Press conference now it loses its value. It is to be low, and maybe every day they'll do like 5. Now can't they be a responsible parliament, a minority? I don't get it. They need to put their hands together when they're shouting. No, research.
Okay.
Let's compare when Okujetos were doing the majorities. You recall?
Okay.
They did their research. They found that they'll come up with their research, and it was good. There are 2 forces. They were doing their research and come out with things, and they were good. Press conferences that were loading had a lot of research, was very research based. What is happening to the NPP? Well, you can also say that the NDC is doing well. There's nothing to find out. There's no problem. Ghana is running freely. There's no scandal.
Okay.
Virtually no scandal.
Okay.
But you don't force it. So when you don't have a scandal, you come to support what they are doing and provide beautiful alternative proposals to them. Beautiful. It makes you still a credible opposition. And when you have to make sure they account for, you do that. That's how they make answer what I say. But anytime you come and do a press conference and it doesn't carry value, you waste your time.
There's a kasana
what? Nothing. There's no scandal. You say, well, let's scrutinize. That's your work. Does it mean that previously we won't scrutinize here now?
Okay.
And what is it? What were you doing at that time?
Okay. Send a work case, some deba so with the emergency, and as a emergency, the enemy show some more.
That was what sign. This man that here, I don't like that.
Or therefore, the community, be we were children and debate to Jamai.
Well, I mean, I feel that this time, whatever it is, I'm praying that Ghana will move forward. Say moving forward. So everybody should be accountable. And like the question you asked and the thing that you're insinuating, NDC should make sure they don't have a scandal, so that in the near future, when the other things happen, they will still, they will not be treated otherwise. Like they are treating them worse than they are treating them. Well, I pray that Ghana wins at the end of the day.
Okay.
That's all. Ghana must win.
Okay, amen. That did mean that's a pass up with a tons of Rosia. When you're Brenna Dajana, it was here, but I also when you're Brenna Daji, as so. I will be out to me in your bread. Now they should you made no mammy. Aha, and a Brema crime idea come training in a see. Many apostles are commenting in a idea and common message. So, be your comments or comment section for a dear mammy. All the social media handles know a too much GH. All subscriber like and no share now for in the Biashu. Me dean at the dark goldie who I adma. Essential.